This is, that daily check-in that I do daily, right? Monday through Friday. Well, time sometimes could be unknown. I normally do it like 11 noon or today 1 o'clock because someone told me I had to do it at 1 o'clock because they're on the East Coast. They're in Atlanta. That's Miss Robin Rockstar Coleman. I'm here in LA. So we're gonna have her. Well, no, I'm not gonna have her come on. She's already on. But we had decided, or actually, she decided. She reached out to me a couple of weeks ago and knew the significance of what this week was, right? International Housekeeping Week. And I couldn't think of anyone else to come on and talk about International Housekeeping Week but the rock star of the housekeeping world, Miss Robin Rockstar Coleman. So thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate you.
Hello, everybody. I'm excited
So
to be here again.
good, good, good. So Robin had been she's been on air with Russell of Hotels, my hospitality talk show. That was maybe about a month ago. She came on. If you have not seen that, make sure first of all you follow me, you follow her on LinkedIn, and make sure you check out that episode because that episode was fire. We talked about a lot of different things within hospitality, housekeeping specifically. We talked about heart of the house, what that meant, and all that. And she gave this explanation or definition of what heart of the house was or what it means to her. And it was just dope. So there you go. So right now we're gonna jump into it because daily check-in is just a daily check-in. It's not we ain't gonna be here for an hour, so we're gonna be here. It's gonna quick hit, and we'll keep it rolling. So I have a couple questions for her, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out and just put them in the comment section. So this is an interactive show. It's all about you interacting. If you want to say hello, you want to say hey, you want to say what the hell's going on, whatever you want to say, you can say it, and I'll make sure I put those comments on the screen. But I just had a couple of questions for you. One has to do with International Housekeeping Week. Okay, so well, first of all, let me know what you're doing for International Housekeeping Week and how are people excited about this?
Yeah, so it's amazing. So many fun things are going on this week. It's the time for us to celebrate. Heart of House. And of course, front of house gets some of the dewdrop from that as well. But it's really all about heart of house. We're celebrating, and this year, like we always do, it's so exciting. I mentor a lot of managers, in the industry, and I'm encouraging them to celebrate their teams. We know that heart of house is a very intense discipline, and with that, we want to celebrate housekeepers, celebrate all heart of house employees, and let them know that not only are they valued, but we really appreciate all the depth that goes into what they do.
I love it. I love it. I remember, back in my day, being a housekeeping manager and how excited we were to give back to the housekeepers, right? To take care of them or to acknowledge them. But what does it mean to you? I'm gonna ask you personally. What does International Housekeeping Week mean to you personally?
That's a very interesting question, and one that's a part of my journey. You know, it's International Housekeeping Week is very important to me. It's bigger than any holiday, for me, because I was able to find, or discover the best version of myself through working in heart of house, and to have the opportunity to celebrate those that work in this industry in heart of house is just simply amazing to me. It's a lot of fun. We're leveled up. It's exciting. And it's just a celebratory time. It's my absolute favorite time of the year to be able to celebrate those that I labor with. I tell people all the time, and it's no disrespect, that my heroes are not on television, but my heroes are those that I labor with every day. Those are my heroes. To see a housekeeper, a houseman, anyone in heart of house come in and work effortlessly with a smile on their face through intensity. It's just amazing to me. So this is our time to celebrate. This is a very important time of the year for me. Not only is it important for me, but my family celebrates it with me. You know what I mean? Because they know how important it is for me.
That is so great. That is good to hear. That is good to hear. So yeah, I remember just everybody's being so excited about it, and it should be. It should be the entire hotel should be excited about it as well. I mean, I remember my last property, every department had something to do, or they had a day that they would either bring food in for the housekeepers or whatever, or celebrate however they wanted to celebrate. But it was something that I always took part in because I thought it was always important, right? It's important just for the morale of the hotel. And it was something every year, like you said, it's like a holiday. It's more important than any holiday, and it's every year around the same time. So we should plan for it like it is a holiday, right? So
Exactly.
everybody gets excited, and some people, they theme their parties for the housekeepers and things like that. So it was so much fun. So what about your staff, your housekeeping staff? Are they excited about it? What do they like about it? What do they
Well,
look forward to it as well?
they do, a lot of people may not understand my role as a national account manager for Carver, but I do a lot of going onto properties and training teams and helping to get things restructured and mentoring managers and training managers. And I always, we're constantly, me and other managers that I mentor in the field, we're on the phones. We strategically plan, events and activities and things, for this time of year. And for me, it's all about housekeepers. We want to plan activities and do things that they enjoy, because it's
Hmm.
about us celebrating them. So it's
Exactly.
just an exciting time. I'm excited. We have been leveled up and crunk the whole week. It's been fun. I mean, just absolutely exciting. Different housekeeping teams and things, and that I mentor, or just colleagues that I have in the industry. We're sharing pictures, we're sharing ideas,
That's
and it's
good.
just a time of to just promote and to just show how much we appreciate and value one another. So it's celebrated worldwide, nationwide. With us in the industry, we're really excited about it. We really are excited.
No, that's good. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Now, are you at one property? Are you this week? Are you at one property? Or are you basically making your rounds around to several properties?
Well, I'm currently, at a property, that I'm working with a phenomenal housekeeping team, phenomenal, housekeeping team, phenomenal hotel team as well.
Hmm.
So we're celebrating here, but we also connected with other hotels and other teams, and celebrating cohesively as a team.
Okay.
So no matter where I am, I'm always on legs. I'm always moving, because
Hmm.
that's just a part of what I'm doing right now, with Carver as a transitional manager. But no matter where I am, we're celebrating and we're connected, across the globe, just celebrating.
That's good. That's good. I see some of your videos. Well, I see most of your videos that but you're not shy about getting other people engaged. The housekeepers and housemen. It could be laundry attendants or whatever. You are not shy about getting people engaged. And sometimes I look at them and they're like, "Is she for real? Because she got too much energy for us." You know what I mean? But it is so cool just to see that, just the energy that's in it that you create, and
Yes.
you're not shy to do it, and you post
Mhm.
things just like I post things, like I mean I do this, this live, daily check-in or the other show that I do, but your postings are just as important as what is what I do, because it's all about showing people that you're excited, showing people that you have that enthusiasm for that, and you can tell that it's infectious, because when you come on, those people can be just as shy, but at the end, when you get excited, you can tell they get excited too. So I just,
Yes.
I just love the energy that you put out, and I just thank you for that, because there's not many people that do it like you do, and I'm being
Yeah.
honest with that, and I think that's
Mhm.
very important. I mean, to go hand in hand with International Housekeeping Week, but for you, International Housekeeping Week is every day. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, yes, yes. It's been interesting that you bring that up, because a lot of times when I try to post content, you know, um, a lot of times, even the associate that I'm posting with posting the content with, they're excited, and a lot of times they'll ask me to get involved, but it's all about me celebrating them in that moment
Yes.
in time, and it's all
Hmm.
about me, celebrating that discipline, or whatever, whatever discipline I'm promoting in that moment. It's just really honestly about me celebrating them, because I want them to know that they're valued and that they're appreciated, and that we can't keep this engine running without them. You know what I mean? So I want
Exactly.
them to know that they're our heroes. They're our
Exactly.
unsung heroes, and they're a very important part of this. So
Yeah.
that's what it is for me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, I definitely see that, and I thank you, and I know they thank you as well. So okay, so I do have another question, or I have a question for you. Um, Now, normally when people come on, and talk to me, this is a conversation. It's not an interview or anything like that. It's a conversation that I always have with people. And normally I don't allow people to give me questions because I formulate my own questions. I don't need no help coming up with questions, right? But you gave
Mhm.
me, when you said you wanted to come on, Robin she gave me like three questions. She goes, we could talk about one of these two things. What are your thoughts on that? I'm like, I normally don't even look. I don't even look at it when people give me stuff, but I looked at them and I said, you know what? There's one that I would like you to talk about or explain, and it was the art of promoting from within.
Yes, yes, and that question is a question that I get a lot. Because I get inboxed a lot from different managers, rooms division managers, general managers, housekeeping managers. And their question to me is, Robin, when do I know, or how do I know when it's time to promote someone? And I always tell them that one of the things that's most important is timing. Timing is everything. You know what I mean? Because it may be a person's turn, but it may not be their time. You understand what I'm saying? So I always
Hmm.
want them to understand that timing is everything. For me, when we look at promoting, seeing promotion is important to me because it's something that is mind blowing to me. And I talk about it sometimes with managers, seeing a person transform from an entry level position to a management or a supervisor position, it is just mind blowing to me. It's
Hmm.
it's just a metamorphosis, and it's mind blowing to me because it takes a lot of discipline, skill set, training, self investing to be able to transition or to grow from an entry level position into the next dimension or the next level. So, for me, I always would hope that a person that we could promote from within
Hmm.
is because when you promote from within, we're investing in people, and we want them to understand their value. That we're
Exactly.
connected and we're committed to the relationship that we built with them. Okay.
Hmm.
I also like to see a promotion within it because I like to see people manage out of a position. My ideal candidate for promotion is a person who's managed out of that discipline. I want to already see them operating as a supervisor before they actually step into or take on the title of supervisor. I want to see you actually operating in that dimension before we actually put the gloves on you.
Hmm.
Nevertheless, sometimes we do have to seek outside candidates. You know what I mean? And I always tell people that I would rather give an opportunity to a person that has the right attitude
Hmm.
as opposed to the right skill set.
Yes.
Because I can train you skill set, but I
Yes.
can't give you compassion. I can't give you positivity. I can't give you leadership. I can't give you a personality to fit the
Hmm.
position. But if
That's
you
true.
come in with a hungry heart and you're looking to reach and you're looking to grow, I would rather give an opportunity or to someone who I have to train into to a position than someone that I'm just giving it to them because I have no one else to choose from. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
always tell managers,
Yes.
don't ever promote a person just because you don't have anybody else. Yeah, that may mean that as a manager, you may have to wear multiple hats in that moment. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Or in that
Yes.
season. But we want to always look within to promote. And if not, then we want to look at someone, on the outside. And if they don't have the skill set that we need, we look at whether or not we can actually train that skill set.
Hmm. No, I like that. I like that. And at least when you promote from within, you know what you're
That's
getting,
not
right?
to it.
You don't know what you're getting when you're bringing in somebody
Exactly.
else. Sometimes,
Hmm.
so a lot of times we don't know what we're getting.
That is
Sometimes we
correct.
think, oh, the best person is
Hmm.
from another property. Well, sometimes those people bring in their own
Right.
baggage from that last property that they were in too, and we don't want that baggage
Correct.
in the new property. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So no, I definitely
Hmm.
agree with that. That's a good one. I love that one. The art of promoting from within.
Hmm.
Okay, very good, very good.
Yes.
What else?
Mhm.
What else? Give me something else.
What else? What else? What else? We got so many things going on. We're getting ready to enter into, our festive season. With all the holidays and all that stuff coming up. So we know we're excited. I always want to encourage managers that during, our, going into what we call our slow and steady season. That's the time to get all your training in. You want to make
Hmm.
sure that your teams are trained. Make sure that your benches are stacked. I encourage cross training, particularly in heart of house. We want to encourage cross training. If you have a housekeeper, you want them to be able to be multidimensional and have
Hmm.
the skill set of a houseman, have a skill set of a laundry attendant. You know what I'm saying? A self-inspector. Public space. We want to be multidimensional in this season. And this is our time to start really, really training. I get discouraged, or I don't like to hear a manager say to me, "Well, they've been a housekeeper for 8 years and they already know what to do." No, we have to constantly invest in our teams, constantly download information. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because our teams are hungry, and things are changing. As our industry changing, our processes are changing. You know what I mean? We
Mm.
don't use the actual the vacuum clean the push broom thing like this to clean anymore. We're using new material. Our guests are changing. Their needs are changing. So as our guest needs are changing, and as our industry is changing, as technology is changing, we want to make sure that our teams are equipped and more efficient throughout all of our processes. So training should be ongoing, ongoing,
I
ongoing. Be
love
be
that.
creative with it. Hmm.
Yes, yes, I love that. I love that. What would you say? Because I never even thought about that. Right? You brought up something that you're saying that guests change, which means the housekeeping staff or the training or the things that they implement has to change too. What would be one thing that you would say that has changed in the last 10 years about how you service or whatever?
I would even go closer than that. I would just say since the pandemic has hit, there's been a lot of changes within our
Okay.
guests. Our guests have now, since the pandemic, have become our new room inspectors. Since the pandemic.
Okay. Okay.
Our new room inspectors are now our guests. That's our first room inspector.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
Yes. So we have to train our teams to be more our QA, and our housekeepers. Now we want to train our housekeepers to clean a self-inspected room. You know what I mean? We want to make sure that we're strategic through our cleaning process. And that we're digging deep through this process. And we also want to make sure that our guests are, I mean, that our teams are more interacting with our guests in this season and time. The
Okay.
pandemic did something. It created a need for our guests to want to be pulled close, you know what I mean, and
Mm.
want to be more nurtured and more
Mm.
cautious and more cared for. You know what I mean? So we need to encourage our teams to be more interactive with our guests, our housekeepers. Talking to our guests and greeting them and interacting more in conversation with them, so that we know
Mm.
what their needs are, what their immediate needs are in that moment, and that we're able to service them and give them the best experience.
Wow. I love that. I love that. Because I mean, just going off of my own experience is that housekeepers didn't talk a lot to the guests. They didn't. I mean, they may have
Right.
said hello or whatever, but never really
Mhm.
engaging and things like that. Excuse me. So that's
Right.
good to hear that. Yeah, because
Mhm.
the guests will tell you what they want, and if you know what they want, you can actually have that before they actually start asking for it. You know what I mean? So if you it's better to be proactive than reactive, right? So if we know ahead of
Yes.
time that's what they need, then that's a good thing. So I like that. Okay. All right. So you know what? You always come up with something good that I never thought of, and I know other people that are watching this that will listen to this, they haven't thought about that either. But housekeeping is a whole different world. That department is a whole different world that people, we just walk past. We really don't know the detail of what goes on there. They just know that they check in and hopefully my room is clean, kind of thing, right? And they think that's what it's all about. But there's a lot more in depth in that. It's a lot more thought going into what they need to do to make sure that their room is clean and things like that. So and this is good. This is good. You always bring something good. Always bring some fire to this show, and I
Oh,
appreciate that.
I'm honored to share. I'm happy to share. Yes.
So thank you so much. All right, well, we're about done. But what would be your last thing you need to say? I mean, whatever the microphone is yours. What do you need to say?
Yes.
What do you want to say?
I just want to encourage, everybody in our industry to continue to, to celebrate, all of our teams, not just housekeeping, but to celebrate our teams. We're in a day and age where, our associates, they want to be appreciated, and that's okay. They want to feel valued. They want knowledge. We're in a time of information. They want information. So pull your teams close, download information, to them, and let's continue to just celebrate them. Let's just continue to. I'm sorry. Let's just continue to celebrate them.
No, that's
That's
good.
what I
I
want to say.
love that. And invest heavily in them. A
That's
lot of
correct.
times we look at, like training as, oh, that's the extra expense and things like that. No, that's an investment in the future for them, right?
Yes.
As well as for the hotel, because the more you train them, the better they're going to be suited to do their job, and all the other stuff that may have been falling through the cracks is not falling through the cracks anymore. So that's
Exactly.
good. So yeah, but yeah, we need to think about investment instead of just another expense. So I
Yes.
appreciate you coming on. Appreciate you coming on. Happy
Yes.
Thursday to you. Have a great weekend and happy
Thank you.
International Housekeeping Week. And thank you so much, Robin. RockStar Coleman, for coming on and sharing that bit of wisdom with us, because we really appreciate it.
Yes. And remember, guys, we're all rock stars. Yes.
Yeah, we are. But you set the bar though, okay? You set the bar as far as being a rock star, okay? Let's don't fake it, okay? Let's don't fake it. You set the bar, and like I said, if no one watches, if the people out there have not followed
Yes.
you, I challenge you to follow her, to watch her morning, talks or fire. You need to check them out, especially if you're within the industry, and even if you're not in the industry, it just basically behind the scenes of what goes on in housekeeping, or at least what goes on in housekeeping with Robin. Okay, because people should see it and they would say, I want to incorporate some of the things that she's doing, because like I said, it's fire. So just make sure you guys check her out, follow her, Robin Coleman, and then there you go. So anyway, but that's it for today. I appreciate you guys tuning in or watching us, and thank you so much, Miss Robin Coleman, Rockstar, for coming on. So have a great day, and I think you're frozen, but that's okay. But anyway, you guys have a great day. Thank you again for joining this daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. I do appreciate you guys. I'm in LA. Robin was in Atlanta, but hey, it's both fire, right? So you guys have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Peace.